All right, I did it. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. Come on into class. Let me know how everybody's doing. Happy Thursday. Um, oh, you like the music? Hey, Vivian, come on in. So I was wondering, what do y'all think about that? I'm just experimenting with this software. If I set the time for 7 p.m., that's when I'm going to start because you guys know I'm hungry. But I hope everybody is well. Come on in here. Let's go ahead and get started. I will always start by introducing myself. If you're new here, welcome. If you're already a scholar, welcome back into class. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. So happy to have you all here. I'm just a mom. I'm a boy mom times two, and I'm a home cooker. I've been on a health and wellness journey. This is year 3 for me. I'm maintaining a 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat and snack by getting tested for food sensitivities. So for me, that was a cheek swab on the inside and then some hair samples. So I have a list back there on the fridge of the foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. I am a former corporate executive, but I'm happy at home now. And everything that I make are basically recipes that I would cook for the family. Um, I just substitute out the ingredients that I always say that I used to love for the ingredients that love me back. But if you can have the full flavor, you can make the same thing. And please have some for me. So let's see, we've got Mona. Hello, Mona, my moderator. Thank you so much. Please drop your family YouTube channel in the chat. I see God's Girl. Thank you for being here. We've got Vel. Looking forward to our cook along tomorrow. You guys should have gotten a notification. We'll be doing our next cook along tomorrow, which is April 29th. Hey, Tanya, welcome in. Hey, Vivian. 5 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing Maggie cakes and candy bacon. So Vel and Maria have raised their hand to cook alongside with me. So I'm going to connect with them. I've already got the recipes together. I'm going to connect with them, and we're going to, it's bothering me. We're going to cook live. I can't see. Y'all know how it's reversed. But anyway, let's focus. I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing. Yes, Mona, the moderator. If you guys have a business or a YouTube channel, please put it in the comments. I'm happy to shout it out because you guys are here supporting me. I want to support you. Hey, Cook, come on in. Got a couple packages. I don't know what they are, so even though I'm hungry, we're going to go ahead and unbox a little bit first. And then we're going to make something simple tonight, just a couple pizzas in the air fryer. And I know I said Caesar salad, but I couldn't find any Caesar dressing, so I'm going to try and do like my take on an Italian salad like you would have at Olive Garden. I'm just throwing some stuff together, y'all. But you're here to help keep me accountable and help me to age gracefully, so thank you so much for that. I eat twice a day. In my opinion, 2 big meals, and I only eat when I live stream for you all, so you're part of my dedication to get the rest of this weight off, so thank you for being here. Tonight I'm sipping on another iced coffee with almond milk. The ice is kind of melted, but I was in Panera earlier today, and now they do flatbread pizza. So that's where I got the inspiration for. So I'm making my substitute version of that, and I'll always talk you guys through the steps. All right. So let's see what arrived today. We'll start with an unboxing, and then we will cook, and then we'll sit and chat and chow. All right, hold up. All right, so I have 3 packages. You guys know I'm a fan of the delivery services. One, it keeps me out of the stores because I do work from home gratefully, so I don't have to go out if I don't need to. And it keeps me from impulse shopping because I'm bad about going out because I need something and coming back with a whole bunch of stuff that I want. So that was one of the changes that I made to help keep me on track. All right, let's see what we got here. Who knows? Hope everybody's doing well. The week is winding down. I know. Don't come at me about the packaging. I'm sustainable in other ways. But this is some Crystal Light, blueberry, raspberry. The reason I bought this, I drink, you guys are going to hear me talk about beverages and condiments. And I actually have, part of it is over there. But if you have trouble getting water in, you can try the flavor enhancers. You guys have seen me talk about this one, Infusion or something. But it's basically the water bottle. The rest of it's over there. It's got this little like capsule that you can put your flavor enhancer in. It's just another gadget. And then it has a dial on the back if you want a little or a lot. And then you fill the canister with water. So this is one of the things that I sip on all the time. So what's currently inside is this Mio Orchard apple. I think I ordered it from Walmart as well. I should have mentioned this one to Suzette Speaks because I know she said she's a juice person, but this may be something you guys may want to take a look at. This Mio Orchard apple, if you like juices, this one does taste kind of like apple juice, but I like to have different flavors. So blueberry, raspberry, you can put a squirt inside your water and see if you can get some more water in. You know, I would always start with the alkaline drops. All right, so let's see what else is here. I already know what this is, so I'm going to open it away from the food. They packaged it nicely. I'm not going to open it all the way, but y'all can tell. Just some Clorox bathroom cleaner because I clean my own bathrooms. I have a new Airbnb guest that checked in today, a travel nurse. So my second nurse, they're great guests. You know, they basically sleep, shower, and work long hours. So didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I just cleaned up. So when I'm running out of something, I'll get some more cleaner. So I'm going to set this aside. Also in the bag, they have I have some more flavor enhancer. This one is grape, also from Walmart, great value brand. But you can see here, I like this one. If you see, it says Simply Clear, because sometimes this kind of stuff and this kind of stuff, if it's got that food coloring in it, it can mess you up. So it's nice to have an option that's clear, so it looks like water. Hey, Veggie, come on in. So glad to have you here. As you can see, I got a variety. So Walmart has, you know, different flavors. I like to try a variety. These are the sticks, you know, the ones that you can put in water bottles. So, you know, again, if you have trouble drinking water, maybe an option for you. If not, that's totally fine. All right, one more package. I'm gonna put all this stuff away. One moment. All right, I just wanted to check in on my Airbnb guest. He just arrived, and I may run upstairs. I had a last load of pillows in the wash, and I may pop them in there. He said that would be okay. All right, so let's put this stuff away. And then we'll open the last package. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Oh, I don't know if anybody's ever had this. I got some sugar-free apple cider. Um, so this is probably just came up when I was looking at the other stuff. Beverages and Condiments again. I'm just gonna try this. It's probably just a packet that you mix with water. Um, so I'm gonna give that a try. Where I live, this time of year, sometimes the mornings are kind of cool. You may want a little tea. I don't know. I'll try some apple cider. They had the regular version and they had the sugar-free version. Hey, JSP. Ooh, Tanya's making roasted chicken. Belle is fasting. Life of Cash is having Italian tonight. Awesome. Y'all know these are my favorite. If you saw on my community tab or on Instagram, I posted my snack today. So this morning we made the truffle pancakes, but then I did have a stack of chips and salsa, but it was the cauliflower chips. So I ordered some more of these. Y'all, absolutely love them. These from the ground up cauliflower stalks. If you're looking for a substitute for potato chips, if you like veggie straws, these are a great substitute. Y'all have seen me eat them before. They're made from cauliflower, obviously. Veggie straws are fine, but they're made from potato, and I don't eat potato. So if you're trying to watch, your starches and your carbs from the ground up, you can get this at Walmart, obviously. You can also order direct from the manufacturer. Oh, thank you, Life of Cash. I appreciate that. I was feeling kind of like doom, doom, doom. It's the end of the evening, and I appreciate that. Hey, Sophia. Yes, please hit the like button. If you all don't mind, I'm going to run upstairs. I had some pillows in the dryer. I just need to put the pillowcases on them. I may do it right here, and then I'm going to start cooking, but I wanted to let my guests... he said he's running out for food, and I, never disturb them. But I'm also an Airbnb hostess, and so I want to make sure he has everything. So let's see. We'll keep the camera on. I'll just put on some music, and I'm gonna turn off the mic. But I just need 2 minutes to get something out of the dryer because y'all, this is not a real cooking show. This is me, but I have everything on the counter. And as soon as I come back, we will start with the cooking. So you can take a quick bio break or just sit tight. And I'm back with the laundry. I know you're here for cooking, but I just need to throw these pillowcases on. All right, so gotta be able to do it all. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. Y'all, the chat is the study hall. So I am your teacher. So you all have named yourselves the scholars. That is the community. And I have named the chat the study hall. So feel free to pass notes, talk amongst yourselves. Garlic and onion powder. So veggie, if I were a kid, you're waiting for a meal, you play the air food game. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. Okay. We put these pillowcases on. I know, sorry y'all. And then, does anybody use any of these, like these big old body pillows? They're really nice. They're just a pain to get the pillowcase on. I put these on the guest bed. You know, they're nice when if you're a side sleeper or whatever. So I just wanted to get this out of the dryer, wash everything and clean everything. Are y'all laughing at me? What is it? Garlic and onion powder for dinner? Oh, 1 second. Okay. Gotta fight this thing. Almost done. It's like a small child. Yeah, the body pillow. It's nice, right? This is I know y'all, that man was, you know what, but I have the My Pillow. They make the body pillow. It's actually nice, but you can get any kind. You can curl up with it. Um, if you've got back pain or whatever, you can prop your feet up on it. But it's just a lot that I do, but I love to make my guests feel at home and comfortable, especially our nurses. I had a COVID ICU nurse stay with me. She was an excellent guest. She may be watching, but they just work so hard and take care of people. So I want to make sure his suite is ready. And this was the last thing. Oh, all right, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right, so we are going to be doing little mini pizzas. Fight the pillow. All done. I'm going to set this outside of his room. All right. All right. Working up a sweat, fighting that daggone pillow. So we're ready to cook, you guys. I am going to get my apron on. Hey, Shafit, you're fasting? Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll fast. I usually do my egg fast 1 day a week, maybe Saturdays, maybe Sunday. I bought some crab meat, so I probably need to get to those crab cakes on Saturday. Tomorrow we're doing the Maggie cakes, so let me get my apron on. I think I wore this one earlier. Let's go with this one kind of matches the little ruffles. All right. So this is really an easy meal. You could do this for the family. Kids would like making their own pizzas. This is one of my favorite type of meals when you already have the ingredients out. You just got to assemble them and go. All right, so let's wash hands. So you can buy pizza crust already made. Of course, if you're really, really, fancy, you can make it yourself. If you can have flour, one of the best pizza crusts that I have is the naan bread, which is Naan. It's an Indian stone baked bread. It's so good if you eat Indian food. But even just the bread by itself with butter is excellent. So we used to make the naan flatbread pizzas. Sophia, you found the beef bacon. Not Godshaw's, but you ran out of time. That's okay. Maggie cakes are tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing Maggie cakes tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. So this is what I'm using for my pizza crust. The outer aisle, I'm trying to get rid of it, you guys. So this is a cauliflower crust. Oh, there's 4 in here. I think we'll make 2 tonight. I think this came from Costco. I had a spill in the fridge. But you can see here it's made with cauliflower, and then I also noticed it does have some Parmesan in there. It's not the end of the world, but I'm not supposed to have cow dairy. So since I've been eating on it, I'm just going to try and, eat through it and then, not buy it again until I'm done. Because when I'm on weight loss mode, I really want to try and stick to my list, and I'm not supposed to have cow dairy. All right, so let me get a cutting board. So I'm not really doing a lot of cutting. I have some stuff already prepped, but this is something, again, you could do for the family. Just make like pizza stations, assembling stations. But again, I'll show you guys. You've seen these before. We made the smoked salmon bagel. We did the BLT with these yesterday. So these are little thin sandwich thins, but they're made with cauliflower, so they count as a vegetable for me, which is awesome. Let me get an air fryer. The air fryer rack. Okay. So you're just gonna assemble it like you would pizza. If I'm doing dough, if I'm making it for other people, I would probably put a little bit of olive oil on the crust. I'm not going to with the cauliflower. I feel like when the cheese melts down, it gives me some oil. But if you're doing dough, you can brush a little bit of oil on it, especially around the edges. And then when you bake it hot, that's what gives you that nice, like crispy chew, if you like that. But I'm gonna skip the oil. You thought you were the only one laughing at yourself? I don't know what's happening, y'all, but carry on. All right, so we're down to our last 2. Outer aisle, I think I've seen at Whole Foods. These came from Costco. I'm gonna try and get better about putting links in the description for you guys so you can see. A lot of this stuff is available. It's just you have to look for it. It's not gonna jump out at you. Oh, you know what? If y'all saw Lead Attorney's show today, he was talking about these daggone fried apples. I haven't had my second fruit serving today. These are the remainder of the fried apples that I made for him. Made when I was on Suzette Speaks. She did a great interview with me, and I did a cooking demonstration. So I made a whole bag of fried apples, and I've refrigerated them. You can see that they are cold. So I'm going to refresh them, which means I'm going to put them on a lined baking sheet. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more brown sugar or brown sugar substitute for me. Put them underneath the broiler so they can come alive. And that'll be my snack / dessert. All right, so let me get the foil tray. So y'all see I use this air fryer a lot. You could do this in a toaster oven. Microwave, I probably wouldn't because I want that kind of, like char a little bit. But there's so many options. You can reheat food in the air fryer and it kind of brings it back to life. So I just have a tray and I'm lining it with foil. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the air fryer so they can be broiling while I'm making my pizzas, and then I'll switch. I'll take the apples out and put the pizzas in. Foil can be sharp. All right, so I just have a regular tray. I am not going to butter or spray it. I'll spray a little bit. I pan fried the apples already in butter, so I figured it'd melt down. This is my coconut oil. You can use any cooking spray. If I were using parchment, I probably wouldn't have to spray, but just so that they don't stick. All right, just a little bit of spray. And then I am going to scoop out the apples in one big clump. I know they don't look very appetizing. Appetizing. but I want to get all of it out, and I want to get the butter, and I want to get the brown sugar that's all in there, and I'm going to put it on this mat. So again, these are the refrigerated apples. Hey, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here. Jessica, I am not going to call you what the lead calls you. I'm not an animal lover, and we'll leave it at that. I'm a people lover. So I'm so glad that all of you all are here. Thank you again to the lead attorney. I am new to his channel, but I enjoy him as well. And I'm in the Patreon and bought the YouTube course. So for anybody new here, hey, Lisa. You know, Maggie, the substitute teacher, is only 3 months old. Yes, thank you, Mona. You have the Suzette Speaks. So you guys see here, I'm just going to spread these out a little bit so they're close to each other, but not overlapping. And again, if you want to see me make the fried apples fresh, Mona just dropped the link, and I'll do these often. It's a really good snack. It's really just apples, brown sugar, and butter. All right, so I've just sprayed them on the pan here. Ooh. Woo! And then just to get a little bit of caramelization, I'm going to put a little bit more brown sugar on them. So I say brown sugar, but this is the substitute that I'm using. So this is Truvia. You can see it's brown sugar blend, 50% brown sugar and 50% stevia. I'm really supposed to use just stevia, but I bought it just moving too fast. I didn't read the label the whole way. There are a lot of different sweeteners that you can have the sweet taste without the sugar. That's going to spike your blood pressure. Hey, Shayla, miss you. All right, so let me get a spoon. And I'll show you guys, you can get the brown sugar experience with half of the sugar. So, like I always say here, so you can see here, it gives you that sand brown sugar experience. So I use the spoon in the bag, and then I put it in my hand. Always yelling at the kids, don't put your hand in the bag. Don't know where your hands have been. So I'm just gonna put a little bit extra brown sugar on these apples. They're already cooked. But this way, when they go underneath the broiler, they'll kind of caramelize and get ooey gooey. So we're gonna go ahead and reheat these while we prep for our pizzas. This was just a whole apple. You can cut and peel it. Or I think they were like a bag, you know, like the apple slices that you would put in kids' lunch snacks. Yeah, I pan fried them, and then these are the leftovers. So we're just going to refresh them. And then when we'll serve them, we'll do a little bit of like whipped cream and dust it with some cinnamon. So good. All right, y'all know I'm not good with times and temperatures. I eyeball everything. My mom taught me to cook with all of my senses, but I press the French fry button, which is like 400, and we'll see how it looks. I'm just looking for that bubbling. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Hey, Journey, come on in. But yeah, so Maggie, the substitute teacher, is 3 months old. So I really appreciate y'all being here to, help the channel grow. You know, whether you have health challenges like I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol, and I used to have borderline blood pressure, and all of that has, it's normal now without medication because I've changed the way that I eat. And I'm just like y'all, I used to be a corporate executive. Now I'm happy at home, but I had the 2-hour commute, ripping and running, eating fast food, just trying to keep it together. The pandemic reset actually was good for me because it kept me, in the kitchen. But I've always struggled with weight. And as I got older, the weight problem started to turn into a health problem. Over 40, things change. I'm 46 now. And, I'm getting older, but I'm not old. So I wanted to go ahead and turn things in the right direction. So for the first 40 years, I had the standard American diet. So for the next 40 years, I'm going to be here cooking it up for y'all. Yes, I am on TikTok, y'all. That's where the kids say I'm supposed to be. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can only live stream on TikTok when you have 1,000 I have like 40, so one thing at a time. My air fryer sounds like it's about to explode. It is not. I just have had it a long time and use it all the time. Okay, so let's get started. Again, our pizza crust, I'm using these cauliflower sandwich thins. I'm gonna wash my hands one more time. Links are in the description. I'm also a Scentsy consultant if you need any soap. This is Luna. So these are our cauliflower sandwich thins. I'm gonna have two. You can make this with just ingredients you have in the house. So that's what I'm gonna show you. So I thought I had pasta sauce or pizza sauce. I did not. So I have opened this before. I know it looks kind of weird, but this is just regular old tomato sauce in the can. So I'm gonna spoon that on, and this is regular old Walmart Italian seasoning. So use what you have. If you have a really nice marinara that you love, please use it. I was out, so this is what we're doing. Another thing about sauces, you guys are going to hear me talk all the time about, hey, Big Mike, beverages and condiments. What I eat is lean protein, some veggies and fruits, the ones that are lower sugar, and little starch and almost no sugar. I don't count calories or carbs, but I do watch out for sugar. Everything that I eat is under 6 grams of sugar, and there's a lot of hidden added sugar and stuff that's not even supposed to be sweet. So pasta sauces and condiments are a big culprit. So you can make a lot of changes eating the same food, but just changing some of the sauces. So pasta sauce has added sugar, but the tomato sauce didn't. So we're just going to use tomato sauce. So I've just got a spoon here. Really simple. Go almost towards the edge. Again, kids love doing this, decorating their own pizzas. So my crust is cauliflower. So everything I make is gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free. All right, so I got another tablespoon. This is just a tablespoon of regular old tomato sauce in the can. I think I have another one. I'll go show you guys what I'm using. So you can use some of those canned goods that you have. Now the key, because you want flavor in every bite, this Italian seasoning, if you have oregano, use that. This has oregano, thyme, rosemary, basil, all that other stuff in it. So I'm going to sprinkle it directly on the sauce. I'm going to use it multiple times on kind of every layer so that each time I bite down, I get nice flavor inside. Ooh, it smells good already. You get nice flavor inside because I'm just using regular old plain tomato sauce. Now, if you have a nice marinara that's already seasoned, you can skip this step, but this is what I'm doing. All right, let me clean this up. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side because we're gonna try a new cheese tonight. So this is what we have so far. I love building stuff and cooking for y'all. I'm just shocked every time people keep coming in here to watch the cooking, but here we go. I can't find it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Y'all know what tomato sauce is, and I'm hungry. Okay. So I have a new cheese that I want to try. I picked this up yesterday at Ingles. Another thing that came on my food sensitivity test results is I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So I can't have mozzarella, pepper jack. I'm really not supposed to have Parmesan. So I like trying different cheeses. So this is a cheese made from goat's milk. So I'm going to shred my own cheese. One, because I want to taste it. And two, having your ingredients in little, meal prep containers in the fridge makes it easy to grab them. Let's say you're making an omelet, you can toss stuff in, making a soup, making a pizza, making a sandwich. Now you can buy cheese already shredded. I've done it before. This is from Whole Foods. This is the one of the few places that I found goat's cheese already shredded. So I have that out. But what I've learned is that cheese that's already shredded, I'm trying to open this, they put extra ingredients in it to keep it from clumping together. And look, I'm not the food police, right? We all start somewhere. Use what you have. But when I can, you know, especially because I'm home, I try to take the time to eat as clean as possible. So one of the things that I do is I shred my own cheese. To me, it melts better and it tastes better. I'm going to, since this one is new, I'm going to cut off a little slice and just taste it. I'm going to eat it anyway, even if I don't like it. Because what I do here is I eat twice a day, so I live stream for you all twice a day to hold myself accountable. I like it. Salty, mild, tastes like a sharp cheddar, which is actually really good. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, goat's cheese can be hit or miss. Goat's milk has a little bit of a funk to it. To me, it's like a cross between blue cheese and sour cream. I like it, but it is an acquired taste. So some goat's cheeses are sharper and stronger than others. This one, it just tastes like a sharp cheddar, but it's not funky at all. Okay, so let's see if I can put this together. I bought this little $20 shredder on Amazon. I think links are in the description. You can shred by hand. It's totally fine. But kids can help with this too. It does have a finger guard and it has a little suction cup on the bottom. When I turn this lever, it sticks to the counter so it doesn't move. And you can easily just take your whole log of goat's cheese or whatever cheese you have. I have a little meal prep container underneath it and you just turn the crank and it'll shred. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm not going to use all of it tonight, but this is, here we go. Oh boy, is it starting to, okay, Amazon. My gear, it's like not catching, and I am not mechanical. Yeah. Oh well. All right. So we may use half. I don't want to take too much time. But anyway, you guys can see here, I'm just shredding my own cheese. And I'm making 2 little mini pizzas. So that's fine. It's not really catching the way that I need to. Maybe because it was $20. But look, hey. I have some extra in here. So that should be plenty. I was going to try and do the whole thing, but it looks like it's... But I really do like having this, so maybe it's just bit the dust. And I'm going to put this in the dishwasher. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check on my apples, and then we're going to put a layer of cheese on our pizzas, and then our meat and veggies, and then some more cheese. So this is what we have so far. Again, our cauliflower crust with just tomato sauce and oregano. All right, so let's check on our apples. Oh yeah. All right, so you guys can see here, they've got nice and golden. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn them. I'm gonna turn them in the butter so that everything can soak up that goodness. The air fryer has a fan inside, so that's why it cooks faster. And it crisps up nice, which is great for like wings and stuff that's supposed to be crispy. But you want to make sure if you're cooking something that's supposed to be, I'm just kind of turning them all on their side, something that's supposed to be kind of ooey gooey. That's why I kind of kept them close together. So these are fine since they're already cooked. I'm going to set them off to the side and just let them kind of hang out in that butter and brown sugar. keep the food close to each other. That kind of keeps the heat on it. I could put foil over top of them, but my apples, lead attorney's fried apples, are done. Okay. Yes, tomorrow we're doing the cook along. We have Vel and we have Maria. We'll be doing Maggie cakes and candy bacon, 5 p.m. Eastern. All right. So we're just going to put, for me, this is shredded goat's cheese. If you can have dairy, you can use your mozzarella. Since I didn't shred all of it, we're just going to put it all on there. All right. So we have our cauliflower crust, tomato sauce, oregano, or Italian seasoning, and cheese. And then again, I'm going to put another layer of the Italian seasoning, just Walmart brand, because I want it very well seasoned. I want that seasoning in every bite. Since this is just plain goat's cheese, it doesn't have that, kind of, you know how like a Parmesan has like a nice, like, I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's a little bit milder. It's more of a cheddar. So if you want that Italian flavor, go with that. All right. What do y'all like on your pizza? I just grabbed a few things from the fridge. Hey. So I'm using this right here, probably also from Walmart. Turkey pepperoni. Use whatever you like, whatever you like. If you want, you could crumble up sausage. I have some turkey breakfast sausage patties. I thought about crumbling those up, but Butterball does make already crumbled turkey sausage. You can toss in an omelet. You can put on here. But I'm just going to grab a few pieces. Y'all know what pepperoni is. This part is fun with the kiddos. But I'm just going to go around and cover every little piece of the surface area. So we have, I'll put one more in the middle. All right, so we have one, and we're gonna do the other. I try to eat like 6 to 8 ounces of protein per meal, which is a lot. So I err on the side of extra protein. It keeps you fuller. This is not a lot, but you know what? It's fine. So we're just doing our other. All right, so we're good now. We've got our pepperoni on top of our cheese, on top of our tomato sauce. I'm not going to put seasoning on this layer just because pepperoni or any of these type of, cured meats kind of have seasoning. All right, so let's get our veggies on here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of what I have. I was digging around in the fridge. I know this looks kind of janky, but I have like 2 mushrooms. I can't remember what this is from. Whatever we made, I need to get some more fresh mushrooms, but we used most of them. Let me just smell. All right. We used most of them in the mushroom omelet. They were very good. This is just regular white mushroom. So I'm going to just, since they're kind of small, I'm just going to not dice, but I'm just going to cut them up really quick so that I have little mushroom pieces. In the mushroom omelet, I wanted the nice like sliver of mushrooms, so they were all uniform pieces. I'm not doing that tonight. This is just little pieces of mushroom. So we're gonna put those over top of our turkey pepperoni and try to make it equal. Like, when you're making plates for the kids and nobody wants the other person to have more than they did. Good grief. So you gotta measure everything out and make sure that you get a little bit of everything in each bite. So a little bit light on the mushroom. That's what I had. If you have more, go with more. Likewise, I got a little bit of yellow pepper left. I guess on pizzas, usually you have green pepper. But my mom said, Nana said, you want to have your plates as colorful as possible. Now these fried apples are looking good. Look at them as they just kind of sit there and rest and get sticky. Ho, 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 ho. So good. All right. Just making sure, just starting to release a little bit of water, but they're still fine. try not to waste food if you can. If you have something, you know, sometimes I'll do that. I'll rummage through the pantry or the fridge and see what I have and come up with a meal to use them. So we're going to put our yellow pepper. I can't remember what this is from, but we have a little bit. I got one piece that needs to cut a little bit more. If you don't like any of these veggies, leave them off. Use what you like. Whatever you like, use it. All right. So we have our cauliflower crust. Oh my God, the kids, I'm telling you, yeah, it's like, he got more. Oh, anyway, they're not here. They're with their dad. So we've got our cauliflower crust, our tomato sauce, our shredded goat's cheese for me. If you can have dairy, use mozzarella. We've got our turkey pepperoni. We've got some mushroom pieces, and we've got some yellow pepper. One more veggie I'm going to use, and then we're going to put these in the air fryer and make our salad. I'm still working on this red onion. Coming together nicely. So I'm just going to slice. We'll just go down here, and then the slivers just kind of come off nicely. Again, completely optional if you don't like onion. Red onion is the only one that I'll eat raw. But if you don't like it, that's fine. One little cut, and then they just disintegrate into slivers. So let's see. It might be, is that too big for these little mini pizzas? I don't know. That might be. Let me just dice them because everything else is diced nicely. Slivered onions are great. Sauteed with mushrooms over a steak. If y'all look back, you'll see the pan-seared ribeye that I did. Onions and mushrooms, that's great. Onion rings on a burger, however you like it. I'm just going to give these a quick little chop so that I have little pieces of red onion. If you have yellow onion, use that. Use whatever you have. Somebody had asked, you know, a good way to incorporate more veggies. Use it as a vehicle to eat the other stuff, you know, that you like. You don't have to just eat broccoli by itself. Sometimes I do a loaded broccoli, toss it with a little bit of oil, put it in the air fryer, let it crisp up, and then like layer it like you would a loaded baked potato with, you know, cheese, sour cream, bacon bits, whatever you like. All right. So we have our red onion just kind of diced up. Again, completely optional, but I do like onion. So these are going to be a lot going on, little mini pizzas, but giving me the veggies, and oh my gosh, they're flying away. All right, let me turn this around. I feel like I have a little spot here that needs a little bit of love. Get everything off of the side and get it on the pizzas, and then I'm going to do one more layer of cheese. Goat's cheese for me. Mozzarella if you can have it. As much as I love dairy, it doesn't love me back. But yeah, for anybody new here, you know, since I started this health and wellness journey, all of my health problems have gone away. But, you know, if you've seen any of my interviews so far, you guys know that I was raised by African immigrants. I was born in Ghana, and my mom is, I like to call her the African Martha Stewart. So I'm just, you know, used to cooking all the time. That's just how I was raised. What am I doing? Goat's cheese. And so I've just always been cooking for the family. And, you know, I've been told I'm pretty good at presentation. And so I would make my food, and then I would take pictures of it, and I would put it on social. I'm using the leftover, or what's left of the shredded goat's cheese from Whole Foods. I would take pictures of my food, and people would say, "That looks so good. Did you make that?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I made that." And I understand, you know, sometimes people just throw stuff together, which is fine. You know, when you're hungry, you just do what you need to do. But for me, because I don't eat much, I want to look forward to what I'm eating, and it's an experience for me. All of the senses, right? So I take time to make it a plate that I would actually want to have. And so then I started posting the before and after. So like the ingredients, like I have them all out on the counter, and then the finished product. And then people would be asking me, how did you make that? So I would go back into my post and I would put in the comments, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this. Ah, Mona, roasted broccoli with red pepper, oil, salt, and pepper. That sounds good. And then I'm going to go one more time on the top with the Italian seasoning. And so, people would always say, Maggie, Margaret, you're really good at that. You need a cookbook, or because you do need a cookbook, or when you make a cookbook, I want an autographed copy, right? My friends would tell me that. I'm like, oh, you guys are nice. Thank you. Maybe one day. Because, we all wear multiple hats. So you guys can see this is what we have. And then when I got turned on to lead attorney, and I was listening to him one day, and he said, if you're over 35, you need to make a YouTube channel because you have expertise that people need to know. And I'm like, well, people are always asking me about food and stuff. Eh. So I did it. And my first videos were really just still pictures and me narrating what I was doing. And then one of my scholars was like, are you actually going to do like real cooking demonstrations? And I was like, y'all want to know? Y'all want to watch this stuff? And the rest is history. Oh my gosh, Leanne, I have taught the boys to cook. Look, I was raised very traditionally, and so the expectation was very clear that I needed to be able to run a home and get good grades and stay out of trouble. But I have taught both boys how to cook. They're almost 15 and almost 13. So yeah, one tip for cooking with kids. One of my Airbnb guests used to work for HelloFresh, and I still have the cards and everything, those meal kit. If you don't know how, which is fine, those meal kits are really good because they have the instruction cards and you can kind of get the kids involved because hey, everybody likes to be cooked for, but it's good to know how to do it. All right, so these are going to go in the air fryer. Cauliflower crust, tomato sauce, Italian seasoning, cheese, turkey pepperoni, mushroom, red onion, yellow pepper, and more cheese and Italian seasoning. So we're going to put these in the broiler and let everything. This is when I get excited. I don't know who Karen is, but hopefully, maybe you're tagging somebody. I don't know. All right, so let's get these in here. All right, I need to take these apples out. I'm just going to kind of wrap them in the foil so they stay a little bit warm because I need the other tray. So this is like our little crustless apple pie. Ooh, it's still warm. That's going to be so good. All right. So my air fryer link is in the description. Just Walmart. Get whatever works for you. But it's like a little mini oven. You can use different layers. And I like to put a little layer in the bottom with foil just for easy cleanup. And I'm running out because I need to run the dishwasher. So we're going to put these mini pizzas in the air fryer. I'll press the cake button, which is like 350. I don't know. I'm waiting for the cheese to kind of melt down and give me that bubbling ooey gooey. That's one thing my mom taught me. Don't just set it and forget it. Use all of your senses when cooking. Look at it. Is the cheese the way that you want? Listen, is it starting to boil dry? Touch it. Are the eggs, set the way that you want? Smell it. Catch it before it burns. That's the biggest thing with the kids. It's like, you can't put something in the kitchen and then go play a video game. That's not going to work. All right, so this is what we're doing in the air fryer. It's still on 400. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, so we're going to clean up, make a quick salad, and then that's it. We'll do our chat and chow. So Sophia says, you don't know if I mentioned this. Instead of tomato sauce as the base, try basil pesto. Oh, like a green sauce? Yes. If y'all like that, that's a great option. I don't think I can have pesto yet because it's amazing, but it has like pine nuts or something in it. I don't know, y'all. You could also do a white sauce, like a chicken Alfredo pizza. We did do a version. I had California Pizza Kitchen for spring break, and I made a substitute version of their signature barbecue chicken pizza. Y'all, it was excellent. It's in my YouTube. You can go back and check. We did the cauliflower crust. We did barbecue sauce. So for me, it was sugar-free barbecue sauce. Use whatever you have. I think I had just rotisserie chicken that I just shredded like by hand. So get some chicken pieces, put that over the barbecue sauce. And then I think it was red onion, slivers of red onion, and cilantro. A little sprinkle of green cilantro and cheese. Amazing. All right, so let's clean up and make a quick salad. And that's something that would be fun for the kids. Everybody could make it the way they want it, because y'all already know. Switch out the pine nuts for walnuts. Oh, for pesto? Yeah, there's an approved. I've made it before. I had to make my own pesto. It was good. It was good. But yeah, that does sound good. You could have like God, you can put so much on pizza. Spinach, fresh basil, all of that. All right, I got a little cheese on the counter, so I'm just gonna move stuff, wipe it down really quick, and then we're gonna make a quick salad. I clean as I go. I'm always cleaning. I'm always hand washing. So my former mother-in-law, God rest her soul, she said, wipe now, scrub later. So links are in the description. This is just some Granite cleaner from Brandless. They have some really good affordable products too. All right. So we'll start with a fresh surface. We'll keep our eye on our pizzas. They don't take long. Really, because everything is already cooked. You just want it to get happy together. Hey, Stacy. Oh my gosh, Stacy from high school. Wow, y'all are really taking me back. I love this community of those of us who just love to eat, because I love to cook, or maybe you love to cook or like to cook. You just need ideas for food. You're trying to get healthy, just for whatever reason. I'm just so happy that you all are here. Thank you so much. Washing my hands. I thought I put everything on Do Not Disturb. Y'all know this isn't a proper cooking show because I just got stuff happening. Salad. Okay. So I had some extra romaine. And so I thought I was going to make a Caesar salad. Charles says, you heard Lead mention me in his live. Okay. Yes, Lead Attorney. And I have your apples here. We love Lead Attorney. I am a huge fan. I'm in his Patreon. I bought his course because he has really good information for new YouTubers. Maggie, the substitute teacher, is 3 months old. I did actually meet him at his meetup that he had here in the Atlanta area. It's my top watched video. If you check me out on YouTube, you can see how all of that went down. But yes, when I did the interview with Suzette Speaks, which I think should be in the chat, Lead came into the comments and I was asking Suzette what she wanted because I was doing a live cooking demonstration for her, and Lead Attorney said something about the fried apples. So I made fried apples in real time during that interview, and he was very excited about the fried apples. So now he's like, make me an apple pie, which, Of course, I would do, this is like my version of a crustless apple pie, so I'll show you guys that, but thank you. If you found me on Lead Attorney, you're most welcome here. So thank you. You are all my scholars. I appreciate that. All right, let's check on this pizza. Let's see if it's looking the way we need it to look. It may need some more time, and that's fine. Take it out, check it, put it back in. Not bad, but I want more brown. So you can see our cheese has started to melt and started to get together, but I want a little bit more browning on it. So I'm gonna put it back into the air fryer, but it's coming along. And I moved it down in the air fryer. My air fryer, the heat source is at the top. So the closer you have it to the top, it's gonna cook faster. So that's good to know. So if you wanna cook it a little bit slower, away from the heat, you move it down. All right, so that means we need to make a quick salad. So I have some romaine that's looking I wanted to make a Caesar salad, but I couldn't find Caesar dressing. So I'm gonna try and make something that's like Olive Garden kind of salad. Okay. Y'all know they do that big old glass bowl. I'm not eating this much, but I'm gonna try. I use a glass container so you can see what I'm doing, and also it looks fancy, right? So I have some romaine that I cut up yesterday. We made a BLT. That was fun. We did a BLT. I found some beef bacon and broiled that. Since I'm just cooking for one, I already have some extra romaine. I don't know what they use at Olive Garden. What else do they have in there? I have some tomatoes on the vine. Let's see. Just want to use this produce before, you don't want to have to waste. Yeah, everything's still fine. It's just after a day or two, once you cut produce off of I still have some more on the vine, but I want to try and use up what I have so we don't waste. But once you cut it, once you wash it, it starts to go a little faster. So that's my inspiration for this salad. Use it before you lose it. Let me get a quick knife. I'm smelling the Italian seasoning. I'm trying to envision in my mind the Olive Garden salad. The tomatoes, I think they slice them like the little circles like that. I'm not gonna get that fancy, but I'll just cut them in wedges. Kind of chunky wedges. If you don't have good knife skills, that's fine. And I've lost a tomato. Cut it in half and then cut that in half. You want to keep the flat side down on the cutting board so you have a stable surface, and then I'm just going to cut it in half. So I have my 6 little pieces of tomato, and then I'm going to cut them in half crossways so I have my nice little tomato chunks. And then I think I'm going to take the pizza out because it goes from, cheese is like butter. It'll go from like melting to burnt pretty fast. So let's put a pin in the tomatoes. Not a literal pin, you know what I mean. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get my cutting board. So I have my romaine. I'm just gonna toss these big chunks of tomato. Really want to have them kind of like more bite-sized, but that's what I did. I need my cutting board for my pizzas. All right. So we've got a nice, can y'all see? Oh, good evening. Uncle Stu is in New York. Again, my condolences for your loss from me and my mother. Jessica, you like olives on your pizza? I don't like olives. I do have some. I don't like olives. I really don't. I shouldn't even say it, but yes, olives, whatever you like on your pizza. But hello and welcome. Y'all, please check out Uncle Stu. Amazing. He actually was the first one to give me my interview when Maggie, the substitute teacher, started. He has 2 interviews with me on his channel, a full-length one and then a shorter one. Amazing content, great statesman in the community, so please support him. If you have a YouTube channel or a business, please put it in the comments so I can shout you out. Since you're here to support me, focus, Maggie. All right. I'm good with these little mini pizzas, so we're getting ready to plate. Let's make this salad really quick. All right, so pizzas are done. So there's a lot of tomato, but tomatoes and romaine. All right, I have these. You know how Olive Garden always has the big old pepper in there that, I don't know, do y'all take it and toss it, or do you take it and eat it? I don't know. I know people who eat these things raw. I think my ex-husband used to eat these things raw. So I'll put a couple of these in there. If it were my way, I would actually cut them, but let's see if we can recreate. I know they do this kind of cheese, and I do have some of that, but I found these in the fridge. Again, I'm not supposed to have cow dairy, but I'm gonna have a little bit of this. Ooh, Uncle Stu had New York pizza. Man, I remember I had New York pizza when I went in Long Island. What was the big train station? Something Central Railroad. Y'all know what I mean. It was good. So good. It's like big and thin and you fold it. Years ago. All right, so I have these Parmesan crisps. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a few. These are like my crouton substitutes. So you can make your own or you can buy these. This one is sour cream. You can also get plain. I have these, you can see here, they're like a cracker. I'm gonna put these in a Ziploc bag and kind of smush them up to give me that crouton experience, just a substitute. Air fryer cuts back on when you close the door. You used to live in Manhattan. Awesome. Yeah, New York, look. I guess I'm a Southern girl, Southern African girl. I love visiting New York, shopping in New York, but I guess I'm in the suburbs. So I'm just putting these in a Ziploc bag. And I'm just gonna get a rolling pin and kind of smash them. You can also make your own breadcrumbs this way. You need breadcrumbs for a recipe, like the crab cakes. Lisa remembers the crab cakes. Make your own. Get some crackers or something that you like and make your own. So these are Parmesan crisps because I can't have gluten. So these are just cheese crackers made from Parmesan. I'm wondering if I should do the dressing first and then this. We're towards the end. All right, so this is what I have. I'm gonna put them in here. And then for dressing, somebody left this, so I just have some Italian. I know Olive Garden does make, you can actually buy the Olive Garden salad dressing. This is what I got. Use what you got. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl and toss it pretty liberally. Wish I had a top. I would just, so we're just gonna get it coated and pretend this is a salad from Olive Garden, right? Have your Olive Garden experience at home. My romaine looks a little bit big, but not bad. I'm gonna plate it so you guys can see we got it nice and coated in the dressing. I'm gonna taste one. Mmm. Woo. All right. Let's get the plate. Square plain plate. I'm gonna get a spatula to get these up. They're still warm. Again, our cauliflower crust pizzas. So we're going to put that on the plate. Presentation is everything, so I'm just thinking how I want to do this. So I'm having 2. Little cheese fell off. All right, so we have our pizzas, and then I'm just going to do the salad here. Doing one little toss. I do have some, you know, like the shredded goat's cheese, if you like that. Is this goat or manchego? But you know, they're grinding it over your bowl. Y'all know how they do. So get the restaurant experience at home. All right, so let's see if I can plate this so that it looks nice. You know, some fresh cracked pepper. Yeah. Optional, but it just brings a salad to life. Especially when you have a dressing that's like an oil and vinegar kind of dressing. Again, completely optional, and gives you a little bit of color on the salad. So I'm gonna put this on my plate. Sorry y'all for hanging with me. It's just me and my iPad, so I don't have like over-the-counter equipment. That's why I gotta hold it up for you. But I'm coming. I'm just trying to make this look nice. All of the pictures of what I do are either on Instagram or on my community tab on YouTube. So you guys can always see the finished product and then decide if you want to watch the how-to video. Black pepper, yes. All right. So we're going to put these on here. And I'm going to do just a little bit more on the plate, just for extra. And just... So we have our cauliflower crust pizza and our salad. Not bad. Yes, thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and plate those lead attorney's fried apples. And then I'm going to pull up Dexley and we'll do our chat and chow. I got this container, but I'm switching it for this container because I'm not eating much. So I like to use the smaller containers so that they look full. All right. So we've got our fried apples that we refreshed. I'm going to put them just scrape them into this little bowl with all their ooey gooiness. Uncle Stu said I don't hold the food up long enough, so I'm trying to do better. But I'm hungry. All right. So, oh, they're sticking to the foil. They're nice and softened. You can do skin on or skin off. If you do skin on, cook them a little bit longer because they will stay firmer. If you do skin off, just like the middle of an apple pie. Some for you, Instagram, some for you, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what we have. And all this stuff in here, I want it all because I'm greedy. All right. Now you can eat it just like this if you wanted to. You're jumping through the screen, Mona. I love it. Okay. Again, these are just apples, brown sugar substitute, cinnamon, and nutmeg. But for presentation, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. Really simple. Again, I can't have dairy, so there are substitutes for whipped cream made from almond milk or coconut milk. So my coconut milk one is open. All right. Oh man, I didn't take it. All right. You got to leave it out for like a minute, but if you shake it hard, I want it to do the nice dollop and not splatter. I almost want a little more. See? That's what I get. Greedy. Okay. And then, almost done. A little dusting. This is just regular old Walmart cinnamon. I cook the apples with cinnamon. It could be nutmeg. It could be any warming spice that you like. Just a little bit for presentation. Hopefully you guys can see. So, dinner is done. You have your dessert or snack. You have your pizza and your Olive Garden salad. So dinner's ready. Now let me take some pictures and I'm gonna eat. All right. I'm so excited. I'm trying to stay elegant. My etiquette teacher is watching, so focus, Maggie. But let me get some pictures on here. Oh, so pretty. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get everything in one frame. Take lots of pictures. Turn, some with the flash, some without the flash. Whew. Oh, wow. Wowzers. All right, now let me get this, our fried apples. Oh, it looks so good. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all one more look. Our fried apples. I'm gonna taste one. I'm hungry. So you guys can see. Just whipped cream. If you can have dairy, use regular ready whip. And then you see I put a little bit of the fresh cracked pepper. And we have our cauliflower crust pizzas. I'm ready to eat. It's a lot, you know, it's like, oh, like, I don't know if y'all cook the holidays, everything from scratch, but, you know, for me it is a labor of love, and it's helped me stay on track. So let me wash my hands and eat. Do the taste test for you. You know, eating out is fine. We all do that from time to time, but, you know, for me, I know there's extra stuff in the food that kind of I don't tolerate well. Okay. I'm starting with dessert. So again, we got our lead attorney's fried apples. For me, this is with whipped cream and dusted with cinnamon. Oh, wow. Caramelized. Ooey gooey. So good. I'm going backwards. I'm gonna take a bite of my salad, and then I'm gonna pull up my chair and chat and chow with y'all. We can do Q&A or whatever you like. So you got a little bit of the Parmesan crisp, which is my crouton substitute. Some pepper, some Italian dressing. This is kind of big. Mmm. Mmm. All those flavors together, it's good. Now for the pizza. Mmm. 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 Let me get Dexley. Hashtag Dexley. We're going to chat and chow. Thank you, Jessica. So anyone new here, you're welcome to stay. The cooking demo is over, but I used to end the show here, but my scholar said that I should pull up a chair and enjoy my food. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is the chat and chow portion. So I actually enjoy my food. Thank you, Mona. Okay, so this is going to be a little janky, but y'all know what I do. Move this down. And then hold on. Let me see if I can try something with Instagram. I don't know if this is working. Oh, this has a little arm on it. Let's see. Hold on. Trying to be fancy. I need to just sit down and eat my food. All right. Hi, guys. Now I'm going backwards. I'm going to finish one of these pizzas. So, just me in my kitchen. So, what else do y'all want to talk about tonight? What questions do you have? Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Putting the Italian seasoning on every layer or like every other layer really helps because I just used tomato sauce. I didn't use like pasta sauce or marinara sauce. So it really gives the flavor, especially to the veggies. Mm. Mm. The mushroom, the pepper. Mm. So happy. Get to eat my food. Mmm. Oh, so good. You know, for anybody new here, you know, having always struggled with weight, I think I've said this before, but I always thought I would either like my food and not like how I looked, or like how I looked and not like what I had to eat. So this has been a lifesaver for me because now I can actually enjoy my food and, you know, get healthier at the same time. So this little Olive Garden salad dupe is good. Whoa, got a little black pepper back there. Mm. Mm. But yeah, I'm determined to get the rest of this weight off this year. And me opening my mouth and documenting it all, it's actually working. So I appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to scroll back, see if I missed anything. So Ebony wants to know how often I visit Ghana. Good question. I've been there 3 times. 3? Not as often as I should, you know, to be honest with you, you know, at 46. But I did go for a year of return right before the pandemic, which was amazing. I'll tell you guys about that. Stabbing me in the back. So born in Ghana, came to the United States when I was 1. So I've grown up here. A lot of people who don't know me don't even know, you know, that I'm African. You know, growing up in the South, you know, I was around a lot of people that talk like this, but then I would come home and my parents would say Maggie. And so I ended up with like no accent. Um, and so we stayed in Athens, you know, my whole upbringing. My parents were students at University of Georgia, so I grew up kind of on the university campus in a little bubble, academic bubble. I was in my 20s when I went back to visit. But my mom and dad, they would go home. They would like alternate, you know, because obviously somebody had to be with us, but they would go home. Since they were both teachers by profession, they had summers off. So they would alternate. And, you know, my mom, her goal was to kind of live 6 months abroad and 6 months here. But, she's had some health challenges. Excuse me. So she has to stay here for healthcare. But, so 20s, and then I went for a year of return. Life changing. Oh, you went there for a year of return. Y'all, little history lesson. Not necessarily food related, but I'll share. Y'all are going to get to know more about Maggie having some fried apples. Why don't I? So good. Even as they cool down a little bit, so good. Mm, mm. So if you hadn't heard, found out from a former friend of mine, but so the history of Year of Return in 1619, I believe. Yes. In 1619, the first slave ships left West Africa to come to the unknown world or the new world. And so 2019 was the 400th year anniversary of that. And Ghana is it's a beautiful country in West Africa. And it's one of the more, it's still a developing country, but it's one of the more stable ones. I would highly recommend you go. Africa, it's a South Africa, wherever you go. It's amazing. So Ghana, smartly, their leadership put together a year-long campaign called the Year of Return. So for the diaspora that is now spread across the world of people, mostly African Americans or, Afro Latino, whatever, who have roots that go back to Africa, but you don't really know exactly where you come from. Ghana was basically welcoming everybody back. And, of course, there was the whole, how do you say, the stimulus of it to get, travel. But they were offering like dual citizenship. They were basically a year long of events, and the culmination was like New Year's Eve, going from 2019 into 2020, which I'm so glad I went because we all know what happened in 2020. And so I'm part of a travel group. I try to travel twice a year, once with the kids and once without. So I went by myself. I found a travel group and we all met at the airport in DC. I didn't know them, but it ended up being amazing. I went ahead and got a singles just so I could be by myself at the end of the day. But when I remember when I went to Ghana in my 20s with my parents, because it was home for them, we spent a lot of time visiting family and all that, which is fine. But I wanted to see the country of my birth. But they were like, yeah, that's like sightseeing stuff. So I didn't get to do that. So when I went for Year of Return, it was literally one of those things where you wake up, have breakfast in the hotel, the bus comes, and we went all over the countryside. We stayed in 3 different hotels. I think I was there over a week. We saw where kente was made. We went to, of course, Ashanti, chief ceremony. We just did so much stuff. And then it ended with New Year's Eve on the beach, fireworks, champagne. It was amazing. Yeah, a lot of African Americans, retire in Ghana because it's a very stable and safe African country. Highly recommend visiting. Oh my goodness! Look who's joined us. Hello, Symphony. You're very special to me. For anybody joining, this is the chat and chow portion. Our pizza is made. I'm just eating my food. I did pizza, Italian salad, and fried apples. That is my son's first grade teacher, and very special. Now he's 15, almost 15. Can you believe it? All right. So what other questions or what else can we chat about? Tomorrow, we're doing the cook along, 5 p.m. Eastern. What is a cook along? I'm so glad you asked. As you can tell, my YouTube channel is more of a how-to channel, or I guess a cooking channel. I live stream twice a day when I'm eating, so y'all can help me stay accountable. But if you want to cook with me, a lot of people get inspiration from the stuff that I make because I can make healthy food, kind of, taste good, look good. So if you want to cook along with me, we can do that in real time. So there's 3 levels to the cook along. First, you pick what you want to make. So you either provide the recipe or I can find a recipe. Vel and Maria have raised their hand. They want to cook Maggie cakes, and my Maggie cakes are basically my substitution for a pancake, but they're gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free. I don't know how I get kicked out of my own stream. Level 1 on the cook along. I do the cooking, you just sit back and relax. I will always make the substitute version, but I'll talk you through the full flavor version. If you don't have any dietary restrictions, please have it and have some for me. Level 2, which is great. Some of y'all like to cook offline, and you'll use my playback to pause and kind of go with each step because, we all start somewhere. When I was first starting out, I messed up a lot of stuff too, so it's totally fine. And then if you make the recipe, send it to me or tag me in the finished product. I'd love to see it because my palate has completely changed. And so I think stuff tastes good, but when you guys tell me I made it and it was actually good, that really, that really makes me happy. All right, 1 pizza down, the other one to go. So again, cauliflower crust, tomato sauce, oregano, goat's cheese for meat, mushroom, yellow pepper, red onion, Italian seasoning. Now, that's level 2. You can cook offline. But if you want to cook with me in real time, level 3, let me know in advance so we can get our technology together. So Maria and Vel, I'll either ping you tonight and send you the link. Yeah, maybe tonight after this. And I'll bring you on side by side. I've done it twice before. If you want to see how it goes, look on my YouTube channel, community tab, Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And you'll see where I've done cook-alongs before. We've done them with Lisa twice. We did crab cakes the first time. We did squash lasagna the second time. Excellent. And literally, bring you up and we'll walk through each step together. So that's tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it too. All right, let's see if I missed any other comments. So besides the pesto, what else do y'all put on your pizza? Oh, thank you, everyone. Oh, you're tagging people. Whew. I'm not full, but I'm getting there. You know, when you eat real food, and look, I'm not the food police. We all start somewhere. But a lot of times, we snack on stuff that's like not really food with a nutritional value. I've been there, y'all. The chips, the granola bars, excuse me, all that stuff that doesn't really make you full, but you just stuffing down the calories and then you're hungry again. So changing into real food, even if you just eat one meal a day, makes a difference. Salad is tasty. Mm. Mm. Hmm. Supposed to get a door installed tomorrow. Trying to decide if I should do breakfast or just save it for the Maggie cakes. So tomorrow evening we're going to do Maggie cakes and candied bacon. Maggie cakes are a flour-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free pancake. It is my take on the egg loaf, so it gives me the pancake experience. You'll see all about it. So we'll be doing breakfast for dinner. Maybe tomorrow, Leanne, I should do a stuffed pepper for breakfast. Let's see. We truffle pancakes this morning. That was this morning's live stream. It was good. Interesting flavor, that truffle. But with enough syrup, and the raspberries were excellent. All right, almost done. Ebony, if you're still on, I'd love to know what was your favorite part of Ghana? And if anybody else has been to Africa. As an African, real African American, if you're able to, I would encourage you to go and see it for yourself. There's just something about seeing it with your own eyes and the connection that I think you'll feel. Even in South Africa, which is not where I'm from, but the natural beauty, life-changing. One thing about the cauliflower crust, it's very good, but it is very fragile. So when you weigh it down with a lot of stuff like I did, sometimes it can disintegrate a little bit. Not bad enough to make me not want to use it, because I can get the pizza experience without the flour. Are these hot? Oh! I'm so sorry. That's not elegant. They're very sour, very vinegary. I prefer them sliced up on a sandwich, but whole like that, I've never eaten them. I don't know why I thought I would do that. Mona asks if the truffle oil would have been better in a savory dish. Someone said something about potatoes in a steak. I'm a simple girl. I don't really use I don't have truffle oil in my ingredients. I mean, I guess if you're going somewhere special, you could have truffle, but that's not something that's in my spice rack. So I don't know. How do you use truffle? It's in the mushroom family, so I guess steak and potatoes. I don't know. All gone. And then dessert. The fried apples are a great way to have like the apple pie experience without the extra sugar. Of course, you can put a big old scoop of ice cream on them. But sometimes just cooking down whole fruits, apples or blueberries, you get that nice natural syrup. Okay. So I'm just about done. I'm going to clean up. Thank you all so much for being here. If there aren't any more questions. I don't know when, but I think I'll do a stuffed pepper in the morning for my AM meal. And then Vel and I know Vel is on. Is Maria on tonight? I don't see Maria. I'll ping you. We'll do our technology check. Because tomorrow there's going to be 3 of us on the screen cooking up the pancakes. And candy bacon. All gone. Let me not make a mess. Ebony says your return trip that you said Ghana was life-changing. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I had. I know we had a doozy last night with story time. I got in trouble. My mom popped on the screen and said we were having on the chat and said we were having too much fun. But I enjoy cooking. I appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully, you get some inspiration on meals. But if you're struggling with weight or with health issues, you're not alone. I accept that I'm going to have to watch this for the rest of my life. And so I'm coming up with food that I actually want to eat, that I can eat. So this is what's working for me. I appreciate y'all sharing. I'll show you my little wallpaper here. Thank you to my channel sponsors. I appreciate you guys so much. Completely unexpected. If you want to donate anything at all, it's completely optional, but I do have a Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo, and a Zelle. The QR codes are there. The Cash App is M Brown. We're on our way to 999 subscribers because my mom says she will subscribe when she is my 1,000. So I got a ways to go, but I'm going to be here for you guys every day. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you tomorrow for our AM meal. I got some egg whites, Leanne, so I think I'll do the egg whites stuffed peppers for breakfast. All right, Instagram, thank you and good night. And Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, thank you for being here. And